Okay, rolling in. Ground floor. Ice hockey today. Got my speed lights, got my elevator. Oh yeah, it works much better than the stairs. Let's see. FourSquare, super clamps. Okay, salad bar time. Here's the media. And not. Oh, thanks very much. Nothing to eat again. Nothing but a hazardous area. Okay, here we go. Rolling along and, oh sweet, nice catwalk. Thanks a lot. Okay, 90-foot drop, no sweat, and time to go to work.
Hi, I'm Dave Black. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be lighting a college ice hockey game, and we're going to be using Nikon SB900 speedlights and the FourSquare block and handle is going to secure it to the catwalks. I'm just going to kind of go through a little bit of the equipment we're going to be using today. So let's see what we got in the rolling suitcase. Cool. We've got a FourSquare softbox. We're not going to need that today because we're not doing any portraits, but it fits nicely in here, which is great. Let's see what's in this guy. These are the radio poppers. These are the receivers and transmitters in here. I use the PX, radio popper PX system, and that allows me to wirelessly trigger the lights when I'm down ice level. I can trigger the lights up here in the catwalk via radio signal as opposed to infrared, which is what the Nikon system uses. So I'm going to convert the infrared over to radio. That means I can travel a much longer distance to trigger the lights. Batteries. What do we got here? This is a Bogen super clamp, and this is a Manfrotto double ball head. At least when I bought it 20 years ago, that's what it was called. Maybe called something else, but if you can take a look at that, it's great. We're going to connect that. Safety cables, tape, gaffer's tape, of course. My Nikon towel given to me at the 2004 Masters. Okay, we got a towel. What do we got? Here's the FourSquare block and the handle, or grip as I call it, which is great. We're going to connect all this up. What do we got here? Extra batteries. And I've got 8 Nikon SB900 speedlights. We're probably going to set these up in a cross light pattern. We'll have one set of lights with a FourSquare on one side of the rink, another set of lights over on this side of the rink, make a cross light going across 1/3 of the ice rink. We may take 1 or 2 lights and maybe try and slip a little bit of light in along the boards there, so if the guys crash into the boards, we have a little bit of fill going. But our big goal today using the speedlights is that we're going to want to try and make use of the ambient light and use auto FP on the Nikon D3S, which allows me to have a shutter sync speed of really anything any speed that I'd like. So rather than being at 1/250th of a second, which would be a standard sync speed for flash use, I can use any shutter speed. Hopefully it'll get up around 1/1600th of a second or so. That should freeze the puck, freeze the action, allow some of the ambient light of the arena to come in, but then have a nice strobe look as well. So that's our goal. Let's see what else we got here. Let's close this. Get that out. Bring this in. Spare battery. What do we got in here? We may use a remote camera, maybe over the top of the goal. This is actually a LPA design pre-release trigger cable that goes to the camera, keeps the camera awake during the entire game so the camera doesn't fall asleep. Safety cables for that remote camera, etc. What do we got here? We showed you the radio popper PX receivers. This is actually the radio popper PX transmitter. It fits on the front of the Nikon SU800 Commander. It just Velcros right on there. That way I can run all my power levels right from the SU800 Commander. I'll be using manual power, full power, more than likely, in order to light the arena. We know that the distance, we've already measured it out, and from where the catwalk and the light positions are to the goal itself is about 110, 115 feet. It's a pretty good throw. Infrared signal comes out of the commander, gets converted to radio signal here in the radio popper transmitter, sends it up to the lights, picked up by the radio popper PX receiver, transfers it back into infrared, and that allows me to trigger the lights, use high shutter speeds, and adjust my power, all from the camera, which will be down ice level with me. And if you can understand all that, you're a better man than I am. Okay, great. We got that. We got a D3S, another D3S by Nikon. What do we got? Here's our super clamp and a Bogan mini magic arm. Clamps to the railing, camera clamps to the other end of the mini magic arm, and that way we can move and adjust and position the camera just perfectly so that it's directly centered maybe over the goal. We'll have to see in a little while whether we do that or not, but I think we got a good possibility today. But a mini magic arm, really nice to have. Not to be confused with the double ball head, right? Not to be confused. Alrighty, lenses, got a 14 to 24, 24 to 70, Nikon 70 to 200, the new 70 to 200 I might add, because I have a 1.7 converter, and the Nikon 1.7 converter works very well with the new 70 to 200. Love it. Anyway, gives me a little extra lens length. Okay, going to start putting things together and setting things up. Thanks.